Good afternoon. It's such a pleasure to greet you on this nice, sunny, chilly day. Just think about a few months from now, people will just be gathering in such a lovely park. It is my pleasure to say to all of you that this is a project that we have been working with. And as we look around, we look at the bond and we vote for various things. And so today we will be telling you about what we're going to be doing here. But maybe I need to take you back a little bit. Some years ago, right over at the church was St. Stephen's Baptist Church, I met with some citizens and I asked them what did they want in this particular area. It was full of nothing but trees, and they had the school over there and you couldn't see the children. It was not safe, and they made a suggestion that we would have an exercise park course. This is the first one on this side of town that we have. And the man who used to live next door, Mr. Thomas, he used to watch the park, and we added his name. It's known as Boyce Thomas Park. So we're very pleased and happy. We're not going to be out here too long. In behalf of the mayor and other members of the council, we want our citizens to know that we are committed and dedicated to provide opportunities with their tax dollars that are positive and pleasant. And to our city manager, who works very hard with his staff, we thank you. And now I'm going to turn this over to, I believe, Mr. Jim Conrad, who is with the Recreation and Parks Commission. Are you still the chairman, Mr. Conrad?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, chairman.
It's a good, sunny, 87 degrees afternoon. Congratulations. All right? So I know we all called, so I think we'll be brief on it, but I'd like to say a couple of things before we do that. I have to give Mr. Driver credit for the work she's done here and with the support of Tim Grant, the director of Recreation and Parks. And I walk here a lot of times, and I think the park is in excellent shape other than a few trees trimmed, and that's going to happen. Thank you, Mr. Lee Garrity. So let's go give you some history on this, because I know it's cold and everybody want to get in. So here's the good part. The Bowen Boulevard Conference Station will be replaced by the outdated restrooms that serve the citizens at Bowen Thomas Park. The new conference station will have a contemporary design with updated features, and it will also be heated to allow year-round operations and offer a covered sitting area. The conference station will be approximately 400 square feet with a men and women's restroom and touchless features to include hand dryers, sinks, and urines. The facility will have, will have exterior doors that will be automatically locking system with a strobe alarm. The facility will be open all year and feature a drinking fountain with a bottle filler. This design will be the first of its kind in our park system, and that's real nice. And hopefully set the standards for all our conference station. Stitch Design Shops did the decoration for this conference station, and I hope that the others will get it and be just as good. Thank you so kind. Okay.
Good afternoon. Certainly this is a very glorious day here at Bowen Thomas Park. We're very excited about our first comfort station design. As you may have noticed, we're not calling this a restroom or bathroom. We're calling it a comfort station. Hopefully this design will be a lot nicer than what we currently have in our park locations, and you'll start to see a trend of more and more of these comfort stations being put into various parks. I think one of the unique features with this station is that in North Carolina you can be here and you can have a 23-degree day like we have today, but you can also have a 70-degree weekend, and people still want to get out and walk and jog and run during the winter months. And so by having a heating mechanism in here, hopefully it will allow us to keep this particular restroom and many others open throughout the year. We're very excited, very thankful to City Council for the bond package. Very excited and thankful to work with Mr. Garrett and his staff. And this is just another bond project that will improve the health and wellness and fitness for our citizens. So on behalf of Recreation and Parks, we are glad that you came out today, and we're very excited, and we cannot wait to get this under construction. Thank you.
Are we about ready to do the ground? Before you do that, I want to say this. When we travel around and we talk to other elected officials, we pride ourselves in having some of the most resourceful recreational facilities and parks around the state. And we keep our parks safe. And when you look at this particular park, we know that it is used by so many people, not just in the Northeast, but all around. And I'm sure we get many comments about how we want to keep it. Long years ago, we didn't even have that. And then under the administration of Mr. Fredericks, when we talked about the need of a restroom, we built that. And now we've come to the place where they're known as comfort stations, where people can be comfortable when they're at the park, and this is a plus. And I thank you. And I do see one citizen there, and we're so pleased to have you. We thank you very much. Someone said about the weather. I told him I was in education. We used to go out when it was raining, when it was snowing, when it was hailing, sleeting, cold, 100 and some degrees. So the weather is no problem, especially when something good is happening. And we're going to do the groundbreaking. But one thing I want to say while Mr. Rowe can hear me. There have been complaints about the brush over there and how it didn't look well. And I want to tell you, I had been continuing to speak with the city manager and to the department person about it, but we didn't see any results. But I want to tell you, Mr. Rowe, in speaking with Mr. Rowe, we got results from what the concerns we've heard so many years, Mr. Conrad, about this area, from the ones who are doing the walking or just passing by. And Mr. Rowe, I told him, don't do what other folks do. Let's make something happen, and you did make it happen. We can see over there now, and people feel safer when they're walking. Thanks to all of you and Ms. Driver for your commitment and dedication. Thank you, and never do we leave without thanking the marketing department. Thank you.